things all the time. Take me back to you. There's fewer things all the time that really make me blue. It takes something to remind me, a picture or a sign. But you got to know, darling, there's fewer things all the time. Like when I'm lying up in bed after working in the sun, mostly when I'm up in bed, that I do admit is one. If you're wondering, does your memory weigh heavy on my mind? Well, I got to tell you, darling, there's fewer things all the time. What a lazy afternoon, good for sipping lemonade. It's just a lazy afternoon. Think I'll spend it in the shade. There was someone I mistook for you, waiting in some line. But I got to tell you, darling, there's fewer things all the time. Yeah, I'm just so thankful, baby. There's fewer things all the time. See me well, see me well. There's fewer things all the time. Why do I still write? Why do I still call? Why do I still think there's hope for us at all? These are the things I hate, but they're the things I do to get over you. Sunsets make me cry, old pictures make me grin, but I don't really care to see your face again. These are the things I say, but they're so hard to do, like getting over you. You gotta believe that there's a reason why we surrender up our hearts. But there's a vantage point, and it takes some time to find, where you can see how all the pieces fit as you watch them fall apart. what's right, and you don't know what's wrong. My heart keeps asking me, just where do we belong? It's not as though my life ain't hard enough to do. Try getting over you. You gotta believe that there's a reason why we surrender up our hearts. But there's a vantage point, and it takes some time to find, where you can see how all the pieces fit as you watch them fall apart. Now other people say, stop living in the past. But when there's nothing left, it's your memories that last. It's later than you think, and still this isn't through. This getting over you. It's later than you think, and still this isn't through. This getting over you. I go around the world, and this is what I do. I say love's a hurting thing, 'cause I know it to be true. When I get up in the spotlight and my story has begun, I try to explain what a lack of love has done. keep it short. I don't want it to get old, so you'll sympathize after it's been told. Well, I hear what you're saying, that I'm on the run, but there is nowhere to run from what lack of love has done. No, there is nowhere to run from what lack of love has done. What lack of love has done, what lack of love has done, what lack of love has done. With the radio on, I was traveling along, just wondering if the road was clear, when I heard them say he'd passed away. I couldn't hold back my tears. He was my first real hero back when I was young. Me and my brother liked the way his guitar hung. Now he's laid out stiffer than a 2x4. He'll never go stepping no more. All his kinfolk warned him he's courting disaster when he took that society bride. He said his good luck made him, and it never betrayed him up until that fateful ride. The road was littered with wreckage and shattered glass. Lord, the police said he gave it too much gas. His sister fainted and his daddy swore, and his widow is walking the floor. Well, he died on a highway up Olivia Way with a woman who remains unnamed. They skated 95 yards till they hit something hard. Then they burst into a ball of flame. With a song in his head and a gun by his bed, Lord, he traveled from town to town. It was just him and the boys and a whole lot of noise that they called the rebel sound. Yeah, there was rumors of scandal, payola and pills. There's people who said he was over the hill. Hey, but they're selling his records in convenience stores. They don't make 'em like Lefty no more. He went flying through the pines in the middle of the night, feeling worn out, liquored and low. There was no one around, just the rain pouring down on that little stretch of lonesome road. It's kinda spooky somehow, but it's all over now. They're gonna put him in the Hall of Fame, and the papers they'll quote from songs that he wrote but I still think it's such a shame. Hey, he was big, he was bad, he was one of a kind. I know I'll always remember that strung out wine. He grew up wild, he grew up poor. Now he'll never work Texas no more. Yes, he died on a highway up Olivia Way with a woman who was not his wife. They say the Lord took his soul while the highway patrol swept up the pieces of his rocking life. He went flying through the pines in the middle of the night, feeling worn out, liquored and low. There was no one around, just the rain pouring down on that little stretch of lonesome road. There was no one around, just the rain pouring down on that little stretch of lonesome road. I'm a kid from a cornfield who went through the windshield and wound up in this West Coast town. I sing for my dinner in a barroom where sinners wait for Jesus to buy the next round. And as I get older, the spotlight gets colder and the sad songs are taking their toll. The cities are falling, the Midwest is calling, what's left of this Hoosier girl soul. Well, I'm just a Midwester, so fill her up, Chester, I'm going home. 'Cause Dorothy and Toto and Grandpa's DeSoto is the only life I've ever known. I'm just a Midwester, that's right, you guessed her. I'm getting my feet on the ground. You can have East and West Coast, just leave me on a lamppost in a little Midwestern town. In the land of the hustle, I'm losing my muscle, and glory's a ghost in the breeze. I long for some neighbors, an honest day's labor, and the wind through the sycamore trees. Or maybe we're backwards and stupid as blackbirds that light on the telephone line. But we hear you calling, frantic and falling. The Midwest will stand when you've all lost your minds. I'm just a Midwester, so fill her up, Chester, I'm going home. 'Cause Dorothy and Toto and Grandpa's DeSoto is the only life I've ever known. I'm just a Midwester, that's right, you guessed her. I'm getting my feet on the ground. You can have East and West Coast, just lean me on a lamppost in a little Midwestern town. You can have East and West Coast, just lean me on a lamppost in a little Midwestern town. She left 10 a year ago. Now he won't let her memory go. She's all he ever sees in me. He walks the floor, maybe he's ashamed of how our love is haunted by her name. I pray somehow he'll understand and learn to love me as I am. She's all he ever sees in me. She's all he ever sees in me. When you left me, the world went on turning. The sun came up the very next morning. But to me, it all was standing still, and my heart was frozen through. All my friends said I'd feel better by the springtime, and by summer I'd be over you. Now the sky is gray and the leaves are brown, and I'm still blue. Still blue, still blue. That old feeling is still brand new. Time just keeps on moving, and I'm still blue. There's a golden ring around a harvest moon, and I'm still blue. Still blue, still blue. That old feeling is still brand new. The night just goes on falling, and I'm You tell me I don't understand, but honey, I can surely see that something funny's going on, and something's come between us two. Now you don't have to try and hide it. I know the truth about you. Don't wanna say you let me down. I'll let your conscience be your guide. But I've been wondering for so long if you were ever satisfied. I tried so hard to treat you good. You did just what you wanted to. Now it's too late for starting over. I know the truth about you. I know the truth about you. The truth about you. Did you ever really care? Here was the feeling ever strong? Did you just use me for a while till something better came along? And did you ever stop and think about the hurting you might do? Now all I wanna do is cry. I know the truth about you. I know the truth about you. The truth about you. Hey, the truth about you. The truth about you. My boyfriend, he likes to break those balls. He's got to shoot his stick in all those old pool halls. And when he comes home alone at 10:30 a.m., I know he'll be walking the animal again. When a good dog heals, he minds just what you say. Yeah, a bad dog steals, he takes it and he runs away. You should know better when you take him astray. To stay, you're gonna be walking the animal again. Walking the animal again. to keep their dogs inside.
You better keep that damn dog inside.
But when he scratched on my door, I can't help but let him in. And then I know we'll be walking the animal, walking the animal, walking the animal again. There's a road that runs outside of that old town where I was born. I'd walk that road to school each day and run on my way home. When the sun went down, the shadows crossed my wildly beating heart. I told myself I'm not afraid, but I was whistling in the dark. The girl became a woman, and she soon became a fool, running after rainbows and breaking every rule. Those love affairs on moonlit nights, they tore me all apart. I told the boys I didn't care, but I was whistling in the dark. So babe, lay down beside me now and sing that fairy tale of the little girl who closed her eyes and fell down a wishing well, and her friends mistook her wailing for a lonely meadowlark. That's what becomes of crying wolf and whistling in the dark. The soul will always haunt you, the heart will seldom lie. We sail out on a sea of hope and drown in all our pride. We smile and say we found a dream, and then the teardrops start. When the shadows cross the moon tonight, we'll be whistling in the dark. So babe, lay down beside me now and sing that fairy tale of the little girl who closed her eyes and fell down a wishing well, and her friends mistook her wailing for a lonely meadowlark. That's what becomes of crying wolf and whistling in the dark. That's what becomes of crying wolf and whistling in the dark.